Lexi, down. Good girl, down. Down, little Lexi. You don't want to miss you. No, no, down. We staying up there. We relaxing. Y'all gonna chill. Yeah, you see we have no shortage of help today. The help is real. The help is in the house. This is my co-host, Lexi Poole, Blanky Poole, Royalty Poole. My co-host. See, we have no shortage of help in the house. No, I love you too. Down. Blanco. All right, you're going to be the first one to hop down. You're going to be the first one to get hooked up. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, we have puppies behind me. Sweet babies. You see them? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another day, man. Another day, y'all. We'll be getting started in a minute. We're just having some crowd control. Your eye is nasty. Let me get that. Stop. We gotta clean it out and pull it away out here. Hey, baby, stop. No licking. No. 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 Hey, baby. You a seat filler. Stop. No. Relax. Thought you was coming out here to play, didn't you? It's all about player. Hello. What's up? How you doing? How you doing, Betty? What's up, Mickey? How y'all doing today? Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna get the show started in a few minutes. Yep, we're gonna get the show started. It's another rainy day in Georgia, but hey, if it wasn't for the rain, we wouldn't have all this beautiful grass and these strong trees and flowers and everything else. So we're gonna take it with a grain of salt. No, we're gonna take it with an umbrella. That's what we're gonna take it with. I got company today, Three's Company. You ever watch that show? Yeah, that used to come on all the time. What's up, RS? How you doing today? Hey, Charlie. Tony, they want me to invite you in, but I'm gonna invite you in to come see the show, and you can leave some comments, and then maybe we can work together. That's how my invites work. Just come on in, enjoy yourself. We're gonna have a good positive show today. Yeah, we got a lot of beautiful people behind us. You see him? I see him. One that don't want to lay down, one that want to wag, and one that's just chilling the most. Let me step in so the camera moves. You can see Lexi Poole. Lexi Poole. Yeah, you just wagging. This is control. And because there's so many of them out today, I do have the gate up. Because I don't have time to be trying to race and stop a puppy from getting caught by a hawk. I had time for that. What you saying to me, TikTok? Okay. They got instructions that pop on the screen all the time. I'm gonna figure out how to get this into one thing and not have it in multiple devices. But for right now, this is how we doing it. Hello. What's happening, D? Yeah. What's happening, y'all? Hello, hello. I see people stopping by. So I guess it's time for me to go ahead and get things started. Welcome, everybody. I am Master Christian, if you didn't know. Have you ever considered that your future is being built by the things you repeat every day? That's what the future is being made of. The things that you get good at that you repeat every day, whether they're negative things or positive things. You're building your future. And let's get started with this. Welcome my co-host. I am Master Christian. This is Lexi Poole, Blanco Poole, and Royalty Poole. These are my co-hosts back here. we're going to see how attentive they are and how they stay back here, how much chill they got on them. Because they don't have no chill. When I tell you these dogs have more energy than anything you want to find out here, they can run without getting tired. They can chase each other, jump on each other's head, jump on the couch, run around the world. That's what they practice. So that's what they become. They become runners. And that's what it is. Y'all probably got dogs running around acting up. Now, Susie couldn't come today because she didn't want to. Hey, Susie loves y'all, but she didn't want to come today. Have you ever considered that your future is being built by things you repeat every day? This is Control. Episode 59. What you practice, you become. Down. So I practice being in control of these dogs. So I've become this, someone that's attentive, someone that makes sure that when something happens, I know about it. Now, I wasn't watching in the camera when Blanco switched chairs, but I heard him switch chairs. And I knew that a major move had been made behind me. So I turned around and addressed it, because I still want to have a hand in what's going on. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy, you're a good boy, you're a good girl. Yeah, you got to give them their love. Give them their flowers while you can, because dogs don't last forever. Today's show is sponsored, presented by Master Christian LLC. We love y'all. First, I'm going to tell you, before we just break off into it, follow, subscribe, like, and share. We come to you every day. We live on TikTok and YouTube. I welcome y'all in. I'm thankful for the people that come. And hey, this is show 59, Control. Practice is not limited to learning a skill. Every repeated thought, reaction, decision, and habit becomes training for the person you are to become. You are becoming. Practice is not limited to learning a skill, even though you can learn a skill. Sit. No sit. No sit. Hey, sit. We're going to wait on that. Sit. We got to hook you up. Okay. We're going to do it easy. No sit. Sit. You scoot over. You sit. You scoot over. He can't be on top of you. Sit. No. Good. Can't be on top of you. Good girl, down. So that's what I got to practice. I got to practice making sure my doggies are behaving themselves, because they like to try to hump each other, hump their sister. They do a lot of that. Y'all know what dogs do. So I practice paying attention, staying focused when I need to stay focused. Even if we're doing a show, I gotta still stay focused on the goal here. The goal here is to make sure, that we're not having no issues behind me. And that's what we can have. I brought them out so I can show you multiple dogs, calm, confident, and consistent on my part. Because no, don't do that. And if I really want to stop the action, that's why I got equipment on me. Got this leash right here on my neck. I can stop this action whenever I want to, by not just saying no, by being active. And that's how you get active. Animals become dependable through repetitions. Humans build character the same way. That's how we do it. Practice makes perfect. If you're not practicing, then you're not trying to have a skill, or you're not trying to become something better. Because practice is what you do to become something better. Thank you for the love. Love you too. Down. Good boy. Y'all see that? That's called work. He didn't want to get that up before. But I waited, because as long as I stay consistent with what I'm doing, I'm not here to dominate them. I'm not here to dominate anybody. I'm here to consistently do what I do. And that's how you really want to dominate. You don't want to use fear. You want to stay consistent and over again with a positive attitude. That's how we make it. Today you'll learn how to intentionally practice the behaviors that create a better future. So the behaviors that you want to practice are something that make you better. If you practice the negative things, and that means repeated things that you know are negative, no down, little boy, down. We're not going to worry about that. Repeated things that you know are negative, then it's not going to work. And without being connected to him, I can't get this down as fast as I want it, because I'm showing y'all how this brain in this head works. It's a brain in there, and he does not have to listen to me. Your animals don't have to listen to you either. But if I want to get in there, let me show y'all how I get in there. This is how we get in there. No. Good boy. Now we're in there. Go down. You see how immediate that is? Down stay. We're going to hold that right there. Good boy. That's how we want to get in there. You want to be attentive and have action on what you're doing so you can get in there. He got up. No down. Good boy. No down. Now that's a correction. Down. Good boy. Down. No. Come here. Come off the chair. No. Down. Now we took him off the chair where he felt comfortable, and we dropped him to a down. He's in my hand. So this is what control is about. You want to dominate with consistency. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, you'll win. I knew Blanco was going to be the X factor back there because he hopped the chair. Because repetitiously, he does things that tries to make him dominant. He want to lick everybody. So I was watching, but I already knew. I knew I was going to have to pull him off sooner or later. So I pulled him off sooner so we can keep on moving forward. Now you see him all on his own, chilling, because it's nobody to mess with here. He can't mess with me, he can't mess with them. That's how it works. The person you become is the person you have been practicing to be. So I've been practicing to be the best handler that I can be. You know, that's what I practice. I practice thumb through the loop, working this lead, taking care of my puppies, keeping the schedule right, loving them when they need love, loving them all the time, and making sure they have a safe and healthy home. That's what I practice, because that's what you need. What have you repeated so many times that you no longer notice yourself doing it? And that's where using the equipment and being on your schedule come in. Your feeding schedule, how you handle, how you move about when you leave, how the dog goes in the car, how you come out the door. Those things are repeated, and if you do them the same and you use the safety tips I give you every day, then they're gonna move smooth. But if you try something new every day, I'm gonna try it like this, or my friend said do it like this, they're not successful with what they're doing. Their dogs have been giving them a break. Your dog might not give you a break. So in the absence of that break, you gotta be active. And practice gonna get you there. Just wanting to be better is not gonna get you better at anything you're doing. Good morning, y'all. Welcome. Your brain strengthens repeated behaviors until they become automatic. The behaviors you repeat become your default responses. That's why practice is good. What Alan say, y'all tripping about practice? We talking about practice? Yeah, practice. Because practice not always for you. While you're practicing, everything around you is affected. So they needed Alan at practice because that's affecting the other players. Having Alan in there practicing, honing his craft sharpening his blade makes everybody else better, but he was young and he didn't get that back then. But the practice that, I mean, we got a great sound bite out of that one. A person who greets every customer with enthusiasm eventually becomes naturally welcoming. So when you say hello, welcome, how are you doing? You know that smile gets bigger every time. But when you have a nasty attitude, that grows as well. And that's not what you want to become. You don't want to practice the nasty attitude, because who needs that? What needs that? So now that I have Blanco down here, I can just make him move. No, come back. That wasn't for everybody. We're going to put you back in your seat. See, I hit that leg and that heel happened. You see what I'm saying? But I was ready for it. You got to be ready for it. Yeah. Because everybody thought they were supposed to move with me, not just the one who's on leash. Because they know we've been practicing. And when I slap my leg, that means heel. Heel means come with me. So it wasn't them, it was me. And I knew it, but I fixed it. I put him back up there so he could be handsome and staring at y'all with this serious face. He's so serious. And she never broke. She wanted to, but sea otter pups repeatedly practice diving, before they become skilled hunters. Yeah, they live in the water. They got to practice that diving and everything, so when they're adults, they got to eat. Nothing's going to keep feeding them. And if you've seen the otters before, they use tools. They find a perfect rock that they got a little spot that they can tuck it in, like a pocket. And they keep that rock because they like cracking them oysters. And they use that rock as a tool. And they practice that. Good boy. I love my co-hosts, all of them. They keep me company. When I get some humans, it's going to be different. Because the humans, we're going to have a Q&A. Now, I can talk to him. Hi, Blanco. What's going on? But he's not going to speak back. Lexi down. Royalty down. So I get one. Hey, 50%. I'm getting better. You can be better too. Which behavior in your life feels automatic? Because it's some things that you've been doing. Is it brushing your teeth? Is it how you put on your clothes? Is how you take care of your animals? Which action feels automatic in your life? Which behavior feels automatic? Is it helping or hurting you? Do you get mad at every time something doesn't go your way? Every time? That's a behavior. You're practicing getting mad. And that's never going to be perfect because it's something that's taking you down a road that you shouldn't travel. Practice creates identity. So when you practice negative things, people feel like, no, good boy, feel like you got a negative identity. And you don't want that. Practice being positive so they can positively know that you are the one. You are the one that's going to bring the happiness to the table. The sheer joy of life. That's what it's about. Who are you becoming because of your daily habits? Are your habits up or are they down? How does that make you? My daily habit, I've turned this into a habit. Like I said, this is show 59. So my daily habits are coming here to share this with you. My battery is low today because I didn't get on the charger. I should have plugged the phone in, down. But we're going to just work it out. We got 20. We on 20. We're going to work it out. We're going to finish the show before the phone dies. That's how I'm going to work this. Identity is built from repeated choices. Who you are who you've been trying to become. Not because you've been thinking about it. It's because of what you've been doing. So if you lazy and want to be comfortable all the time and don't want to clean up after your animals, don't want to get them out, don't want to check and see if it's safe outside and be outside with them, that's the person that you're becoming. It's not a good person, it's just a person. You want to be a great person, for yourself, your children, your family, your job, your dog. That job is iffy, but still you want to be the best you can be, no matter where you go. Keeping promises build trust. You got to practice on that. Because if you don't follow through with your promises, no one's going to trust you. It's hard to get that trust back once you lost it. So you want to be in the game to win the game. If not, everybody's going to say no. They don't follow through. They don't keep up with what they say. Young elephants learn by repeatedly observing the herd. Yeah, they watching. That's how they do that. They're always watching, and they're watching. They're watching how Blanco does on this leash. They're watching what I'm doing. This is how it works. This is a pack right here. We got a group, a crowd. This is my pack right here. I used to have a pack of big dogs. Now I got a pack of cute dogs. Big dogs were cute too, but not like these fluffies. What quality do you want to be known for? Yeah, what's your legacy? When people come around, what do you want them to know you for? People know me for coming around with positive energy and animals. That's what people know me for. Hey, that's what I've been doing in my whole life. That's what you want to be known for, what you've been doing. If you're up, if they know you for negative arguments and all of that, that's what you're known for. You can change that though. You can change it today. What can you practice today? You can practice whatever you want to practice today. You don't get good at needlepoint without practicing. You don't get good at basketball without practicing. You don't get good at any of these things that we do without practicing. And yes, you can have natural talent, but it can be better. You might want to pitch the ball. You got to practice. So your muscle memory, you're building. And if you're building, you can get better. Your identity follows your repetition. Yeah. And this is the part of the show where I say, like, follow, subscribe, share. If you want to support, $MasterCT, Cash App. That's how we support the show. So we can keep this popping. This is show 59. We want to do a lot more shows, but we got to have the time to do them, and time is expensive. My time is, your time is. That's why I'm so thankful when you come by, because time ain't easy to get. And some people come every day and spend a little time with me. I come every day and spend a little time with all of y'all. And it doesn't matter. I knew one day when I was a little kid, I'd be talking to lots of people about what I knew how to do. I just didn't know it was going to be right now. So it's loud out here. We're going to have some quiet studios soon. But we want to get to one segment of this while I'm messing around that's really going to help you change up what you got going on. Because it's Animals Today news. And what's happening with animals today, I wonder. I wonder. Because every day something is happening with the animals across the world. And I just like to bring that in for you. So you know, just like I know. So we start off. Gorilla undergoes historic ear surgery. Veterinarians at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park successfully perform a groundbreaking ear surgery on a western lowland gorilla suffering from chronic infection. The procedure relieved pain and the gorilla is recovering well. Yo, that gorilla's ear was gonna bother him for a long time if they didn't do that. So I'm glad they helped him out. Sometimes people can be very useful and helpful to animals. Sometimes not. Escaped wildebeest returns safely. A newly arrived white-bearded wildebeest briefly left this exhibit at the Fort Wayne Zoo. Staff secured the area and the animal was calmly returned without injuries to people or wildlife. And everything don't want to be in a cage. Nothing really wants to be in a cage. Everything wants to go where it wants to go when it wants to go. So Glad they were able to healthily, carefully, safely get that beast back. Yeah, because it could have hurt somebody. I don't know if they should have it anyway, but I'm not here for opinions. I'm here for the news. Oh, Arizona mountain lion cubs become wildlife ambassadors. Rescue mountain lion cubs at the Arizona Sonora Desert Museum have been introduced to the public to help educate visitors about predator conservation and living alongside native wildlife. Okay, so they're using the mountain lions to educate visitors. I feel that, I guess. Rescue tiger starts new life at Oakland Zoo. They rescued a tiger, that's what it said. And it's starting new life at the zoo. So I don't know if that was a rescue or a capture, but I'm just gonna give it to you. Satara, a rescue tiger, is adjusting to a spacious new habitat after being transferred from a closed wildlife facility. Keepers report she is exploring enrichment facility features and responding well to rehabilitation. So she was already captured. They rescued her from one captured place and put her in the zoo. Okay. Zoo Atlanta welcomes young warthog. Y'all know what the warthog was. Y'all seen The Lion King. You know what the warthog, you know what a warthog is. Come on, stop playing. Zoo Atlanta introduced Yua, a young female warthog who will become part of the zoo's African savanna community after completing her acclimation period. Acclimation period. That means they take time to get it acclimated. They take time to let the animal be comfortable and feel safe before putting them around other animals. They don't want to just introduce a strange animal to the other animals because animals will get to fighting. So will we. So you got to acclimate them. You got to let them get comfortable and calm. And that brings us to our principles. You want to be calm, confident, and consistent in the things that you do. 3 C's. That's what we're working with. Smithsonian uses voluntary medical training to care for animal care. Animal care teams continue expanding positive reinforcement training that allows animals to voluntarily participate in health examinations. Let's go through that again. Animal teams continue expanding positive reinforcement training that allows animals to voluntarily participate in health examinations, reducing stress and improving long-term welfare. Okay, I'm not going to even go there. This is the news. Animals today, I'm going to keep it moving. Right, Blanco? We should keep it moving, right? Keep it moving, Lexi? They said keep it moving. I talk to the animals all the time. Not because I don't have anybody else to talk to. I talk to you guys. Whatever y'all put in the comments, let's see, stay. So I drop that down so I can see. These are Cavapools. This is Blanco Poo, Royalty Poo, and Lexi Poo. A Cavapoo is a mix between a King Charles Cavalier and a miniature poo. And that's what these are. These are Susie's babies. Let's see what else you got for me. No, I don't know Portuguese. I know some Portuguese people, but I don't know Portuguese. Practice with purpose. We're back. Are you improving or simply repeating? Yeah, because if you're practicing, we need improvement. We don't just need repetition. We need you to realize your mistakes and make them better. If you're not handling the leash right, practice. See how easy it is when you use both your hands? Right hand, left hand. thumb through the loop, get that slack. So you don't want it hanging down here. Practice getting it up out the way and use this left hand as your control, right? That's how it works. You see he's happy with it, you'll be happy with it too. So practice. Then I can switch it over so I can use this hand independently. That's what we're working with. Blanco, he's such a good boy. Such a good boy. Purposeful practice includes evaluation and judgment. You got to evaluate yourself and then judge, is this comfortable? Am I doing it right? Will I be able to be successful? Is it taking too long? Is it effective? You want to ask yourself the hard questions so you can be the best at what you're doing. If not, you may be practicing something that you're not going to ever be good at. And that's a waste of time. You want to be great at the things that you practice. And you can. But you got to practice with some judgment and make it effective. Use it, you got to make adjustments. You got to have evaluation on what you're doing. Evaluate yourself constantly so you do it better. If you're doing sports, you want your movements to be the best so they're effective. That's how we come up with solutions. Review every presentation and improve one thing. When I look at the show, every night I look at the show and I try to improve one thing so it's better for you, so it moves smoothly through. Today I made some changes, and every day I make changes. Today I brought a whole crew out instead of just one. Sit. Good girl. And my job is to control my group, my pack, because I'm the alpha here. I'm the big boss, Big Bossolini. You the big boss at your home. So you got to practice so you can control your crew. You might have a crew of 1 or 20. I don't know. But practice makes perfect. Eagles refine hunting through repeated attempts. Yeah. They don't just come out on the first attempt and get something to eat. That ain't how it works. That's not how it works for anything. So you want to get fed, stay. Told you the phone is gonna die on us, but we're moving right along. You want to get fed, you want things to move smoothly, it takes repeated attempts. I want to have Blanco in the right spot. So it's gonna take some repeated attempts. It's gonna take me moving him and moving around. No, good boy. Now we centered. Now I got him over here. I want him to pause and scoot over. I just put over. Gently. You don't got to be heavy with your dogs. You just got to be on point. They understand as long as you do it repetitiously with a positive attitude, they get it. I told you, you got to kill them with consistency. Beat them with consistency. Not physically beat them. Be consistent. Do it over and over again in a way that you understand so they understand it and it works. You don't got to use fear. You don't got to be heavy and hard. You just got to be consistent, calm, and confident. Purpose gives repetition power. Where can you improve? And what mistake are you repeating? You don't got to tell me. If you want to leave that in the comments, that's great. I'll share it with other people. We'll get the word around so everybody knows what not to repeat. Purpose gives repetition power. Did you hear that when I said it before? Purpose gives repetition power. Small practice produces big results. This leash is just a small part of the game. But the results that it produces are tremendous because I'm never worried about my dog being hit by a car. Even when I'm downtown Atlanta in traffic with people moving everywhere, with a group of people with us, I get them the right equipment and I teach them how to use it. So we're moving as a unit and none of the dogs get hurt, none of the people get harmed, people pass people, not dogs passing dogs, and we do it. We move smoothly through dangerous terrain. You can do it as well. But it takes some practice. And it takes learning from somebody that knows how to do it. Not waking up one morning and say, this is my goal and I'm going to try this. You're putting your dog in danger. And you don't want to do that. Small actions, repeated consistently, create extraordinary results. What small habit could change your life today? Yeah. What small habit could change your life today? If you read 10 pages every day, would that change your life? If you want to look at animals, a beaver builds a dam one branch at a time. That's a small habit. One little branch at a time. Small habit. But look at what it builds out of that small habit. And the dams that we have, you best believe the scientists studied the beaver. So the dams we have will hold. And the beaver don't have all this technology we got. But it has practice. It has know-how. And it completes the task every time. They're good. So not all dams stay. But what the beaver is going to do is come back and fix it and rebuild it. Sometimes we knock the dams down because we don't want that dam there. The beaver is going to come back and rebuild and fix it. Believe me, I've seen it. They're real. They're real out here. What small habit matters in your life? Hopefully it's positive. What can you start today to change the habits that you have going on? What practices can you start today? Ask yourself that question. I'm asking it to you, but I am Master Christian. Small actions become extraordinary outcomes when you do them. Tomorrow is built today because tomorrow hasn't got here. So the things that you practice today are building your future. That's where you're building tomorrow. You're not going to build tomorrow because once you get to tomorrow, it's today. Some people don't understand that logic, but it's actual. So whether you understand it or not, today is the only day we have. So you got to be proactive about today and build things that you want to have for tomorrow. If your habits never change, where would they take you? Are they going to take you to success, or are they going to keep you in a pattern? That's up to you to decide. I want my habits to change, grow. I want to practice the positive things that get me somewhere, and I want to share great information with you. So maybe, just maybe, one person is touched. One person is touched enough to change what they've been doing so they can be the best them they can be with their animals, their children, with life in general. I believe in you. Hopefully you believe in me because you stopped by and we can share the love. What's going on back there? I hear a lot of movement. One meaningful sale call each day grows a business. They practice it. One meaningful sales call. Songbirds, perfect songs through repetition. The bird song not perfect in the beginning, and sometimes it gets on our nerves all the time. The birds be chirping. If it's late at night, early in the morning, it gets on some people's nerves. But they perfect their song because their song is useful to them. They're drawing a mate. They have reasons for this. And it don't matter if you don't like it. They like it. What will you stop practicing? What deserves daily repetition? It's things in your life that you need to stop doing. It's things in your life that you need to start doing. Practice makes perfect. You become what you repeatedly practice. Repetition shapes characters. Practice today prepares you for tomorrow. And I'm going to add something else. Steel sharpens steel. You want to be around positive people that have good practices and good habits so you can build good practices and good habits for yourself. You want to learn from people that are masters at their trade, their craft. You want to try different things, but make sure you're paying attention to what works and not just doing something just because. Choose one positive behavior to practice every day this week and see where you're at. I want you to know I'm very thankful for you guys stopping by. And I need you to subscribe, like, follow, share, support. $Master CT is the cash app. Be better about what you're doing. Stay calm, confident, and consistent with how you do things. Love yourself, love others, and know that this has been controlled. I am Master Christian. These are the co-hosts, the Capital Gang. And this is the show about animal and human behavior. If you learned something today, I appreciate you stopping by. I learn a lot every day just coming to you. Have a great day, enjoy yourself, and practice what you preach. We out. Peace, y'all.